Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Joining me tonight, I've got Matt from Galaxy Games 843.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? And with his new Starlink internet, David from Xtreme Vending. Wow.
Hi, I'm David. I'm known as Xtreme Vending on the internet. I have Starlink internet now, so hopefully I do not get cut out from the live stream.
So right now, David is being beamed up to space, then back down to some random server on the internet to be broadcast right to you guys.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, Starlink. Yay. It's actually been a big difference. I've noticed a lot better connection on everything I'm doing. Streaming. So when I stream, I don't know, do you guys ever have to deal with streaming, like where you have to buffer everything? So...
Sure.
Well, I always had the buffer, but now I don't have to buffer anymore with Starlink.
Nice. Now we just need to figure out your microphone because it's limiting you for
we
some
had
reason.
it figured out. If you keep turning it up too high, it's going to limit out. It's
Yeah, it clipped. I downloaded some software. I should work on that while we're doing this live stream. I can stop the clipping.
Turn it on manual, it said. So instead of automatic, turn to manual and then turn off the auto limiter, and then you should be golden. We hope.
Okay.
So we'll get it right. One of these nights, we'll get it right. I swear.
Well, I'm going to figure it out during the stream. I want to figure this out for sure.
Well, welcome everybody to another weekly Vending Live. Why don't you guys fill us in? Well, David's got a good 20 minutes of talking, I'm sure, at least to do because he hasn't been on.
He's got so much to talk about. I mean, I know everybody's been asking about the arcade. Everybody wants to know how that's going.
Yeah.
You know, how your route's going, what you've been up to, if you're going to make any videos anytime soon. Those are the kind of questions we've been asked in your absence.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, we'll let Matt go first, and he gets to fill us in on what he's been up to this week, and then I'll do a quickie, and then we'll do David last, so he can just talk it on us all 2 hours of what he's been up to.
Well, all right, I'll kick it off real quick. So I've been filming content like crazy. I've got so many videos filmed, so much to do. I mean, I've just been super busy. This past weekend, we did a lot of changing around of some claw machines at some of our different locations. We actually took the white claw machine that was at the ice cream and candy shop, pulled it out of there, put the hot stuff claw machine that used to be at the old candy shop back into that spot because that's what the location asked for. So we did that, and we moved the white claw machine temporarily for the time being to the flea market arcade. So it's just been a whirlwind.
You have that new one you're fixing, which is almost done, right? To be able to move, or is it done?
The Happy House? It's done.
Yeah.
It's ready to go. I'm working on a collaboration with Nyax right now, so I'm waiting on them right now to finalize the scripting and all because I'm doing a video directly for Nyax. So you'll see that probably, like I said, on the Nyax social medias coming soon, probably sometime early July, I would imagine.
And I have to tell you that. Because when you were originally working, I watched your video on fixing that claw machine and you know how it was not coming back up, and I was thinking to myself, man, he's gonna have to like undo all that cord and like redo the whole cord again, and you know because I'm not an expert on these things, you know, and the older ones and those bigger ones.
I mean that is one way you could.
I know.
I just like to try to take the easy way.
Well, and you did, and I'm like, that is genius. I wouldn't have thought of that, and because it is so simple just to cut it off and retie a knot and stick it back on there, and
totally.
And I was like, what a smart guy. That's pretty smart. So, yeah, good video, and yeah, I can't wait to see. But I mean, it fixed it right up. I mean, that's spring was just really smashed, so that worked out really good.
I don't know how that happens either. I don't know. And then of course we did a ton of testing, and everything was fine after that. So good to go.
Nice. So for us, we have that new full line location, and we sort of filled it and just kind of threw some things in there just to kind of see how it would do. This past was been week and a half or so, and so I went and checked on it today because being that it's at a health location, they wanted some healthy snacks. So Natalie had to order some beef sticks, and
I hate that.
yeah, I know
They never sell.
I know.
They never sell.
Yeah, and so she ordered beef sticks and trail mix and but healthy trail mix, and then pistachios and some other things to put in there. And so she had me go drop those off, and I went in there and it was like, thing was almost empty. And I'm like,
Nice.
holy cow, because I didn't really look. I just figured I was filling it up with those things. So I'm like, man, so I had to go back home and do that, and then we're in the process of expanding our route. So I ordered some new claw machines this week from Rainy. So we got
Congrats
some.
on that.
Yeah, thanks. I'm excited. So we got a bunch of mega mini claw machines coming, and then some medium-sized claw machines coming, and so we're excited about that. And the website took off and it's been doing really well. So we've been working. We
Nice.
have, which you guys haven't seen yet, but we have a new design for the claw stand because a lot of people have said, there's a lot of real estate on each side of the claw stand once it's attached to the machine. So Rainey and I and her engineers, we designed to basically have two posts on each side that attach to the stand and allow you to do bulk vending off the stand. So now you'll be
Only
able
stands 2.0.
2.0. So that's coming
Nice.
out. They should have it finalized tonight. I'm hoping because I drew some pretty good drawings. My horrible drawings, and
Yeah, you
and
sent
she
it
always
to me,
laughs
yeah.
at me because they're really bad. But and then Jen's been helping me from Jen Ven, who she said she's coming on hopefully around 6:30. Because she knows bulk like nobody else, so she's been helping me with like what to. Sorry about the dogs, guys. So what plate to put on the top, so it kind of will be like a universal plate for bulk venues. So that's coming out. The stand or the screens have been doing well. So we've been busy. We've been working on all that and the orders and then expanding our route. So okay, David, it's been like 2 weeks and more because you have popped in, but nobody's heard what's going on. So why don't you fill us in on what you've been up to like the past month because it's a
Oh,
lot.
okay. Can I
Okay.
show them your drawing that you made?
If you
I don't
want
know if
to.
it'll show up. Let's see. Will it show up?
It's all blurry. Like
It's all blurry. It's
Yeah.
actually really cute though. I wish I
It
could
is
show.
pretty cute. Yeah.
I'm gonna email that after I get done talking, and I'm gonna show everyone what you
Post
just
it in the
drew.
Discord. Put it in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
general chat of the Discord. There you
Oh
go.
yeah.
So
That's a good
I'm
idea.
hoping that that will bring people more money. So you will be putting it in there to help with your stand, but then now you can make money on it too, which is even cooler. So and then you can put whatever you want, 2-inch bulk or a gumball machine or whatever you want. So it's an addition if you want to do that. You don't have to, but pretty cool. I'm excited about that because I did feel weird, with it being so wide, but that's the only way it's stable is if it's wide and heavy. So I think it's going to solve a lot of that. So pretty
Are
excited.
you? It's okay to post this in the Discord, or you want to keep this a secret and a surprise people?
No, I mean everybody's excited about the cost hand, so I think that it just makes it even cooler now. And I'm not sure when it'll be ready, but it's an addition you can add if you want to. And we're not charging anything extravagant. It'll just be whatever the metal costs us is just to do it. So
I'm not gonna lie. So I'm looking at the picture and the bulk
It's pretty
vending
good
machine on
drawing.
the left. Like when it was small, I thought there was like one of those like nerd candy like things in there. It's got the eyes on top and everything. I was like, whoa.
Should I share this? Like,
yeah, share your screen maybe because I don't.
share screen. It'll be just the Discord, I think. Share. Can you guys see this? Okay. Oh, I guess did I do that right?
You didn't share it.
I must have hit cancel or
You
something.
want me to share it?
Yeah,
Sure.
you do that, John. Matt.
I can share. I got it right here.
I just think it's it solves that issue of there it is. I see it. Okay. Oh, look at
Like doesn't this look like a little nerd guy with the nerd eyeballs and
oh
all that?
yeah, like a turtle or something.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. Exactly.
That's
That's
Yeah,
pretty cool
so-
though.
Yeah. So basically, there'll be 4 bolts on each side, and then the pole will just attached to it with the plate at the bottom, and then at the top, Genven's been helping me design because there's so many different manufacturers of bulk out there from way back when to new stuff. And so we're trying to make a universal plate. And so whether you ordered something new from like Candy Machines or if you had Northwesterns or Beavers or whatever it is, it'll be able to attach to it. And then, you can put Pokeballs on the right and you could put, you can even do a sticker machine on the left or whatever you want to do. But then that way it's even more stable too. Like they're not going to move it with all that weight on it. So I mean,
Totally.
it's even better. So we're very excited. Thanks for laughing at my drawing, but that's what I came up with. Do you like my claw? Look at my claw.
It looks like a chicken foot.
A little chicken foot. And my little joystick. Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, no, I knew she'd know what I was talking about when I sent it to her, but it was just funny because she always puts a big smile like she's laughing at my drawings. So I know. But
Yeah, she's
Anyways.
funny.
She's great. All the people listening to the replay on the podcast, you guys are missing out on this visual effect right here.
Yeah, my amazing drawing. Yeah, the claw looks like a chicken foot is what Tom just said. Yeah, and actually we missed before you go into what you've been up to, David. We actually missed a super chat. Let me do that real fast, and then
Ooh, I'll bet I know who it's from.
it is.
It is. It's from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More. It's a $2 super chat. Says on Monday, my family member had a baby girl at 11:05 p.m.
Hey,
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Very
Very
cool.
cool.
Really
Yeah.
cool. How much did it weigh? How much did she weigh? She's pretty good size. Healthy baby, I hope. Anyways, I saw
Okay.
that Comp Magic talked about my Starlink. He was curious about my Starlink status. So I have done lots of speed tests, and I've almost hit 400 megs a few times, but it's usually
Wow,
around
nice.
300 is usually where I'm usually at. I would say my average is just over 300. My upload speed, so that's a download speed, but my upload speed is actually pretty solid too, roughly around 25 to 30 megs all the time. So like if I start uploading videos again, that will change my life forever because I usually had like 4 megs if I was lucky on upload. So I would
Right.
upload and I would do a collection after I start the upload, and then it would suck sometimes. Luckily, YouTube is better about this, but you lose connection, and YouTube now will pick up where it left off. Where back in the olden days when you upload a video, you just lose everything, your progress. So, but that's going on with the Starlink. So and last week, if you guys recall on this last week's live stream, I was in the chat for the first half hour, and then I just disappeared because I had a knock at the door, and it was Starlink, and it came in last week. So I spent a good time on the roof adjusting everything on the Starlink and getting it out. I tried starting up the Starlink inside my house, hoping that it could, thinking it was like, oh, it's like the T-Mobile where it'll pick up the signal. No, it picks up nothing. You have to actually go outside and on the roof. So I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And
it
then
needs
you
a
have to
clear
run
view
cable.
of the sky. I know that.
Yeah, it really does. And hey, whoa,
We're very happy for you.
an Ethernet cable already ran to the roof of my house, so I didn't have to drill into the exterior wall at all because my previous ISP ran that through my house. So I was able to get. I didn't have to do any drilling or anything. I just had to go in the house and download the app and do a million updates. There was so many updates on that Starlink, so that was pretty good. But well, that was the Starlink update. What other updates do I need to talk about?
Well, if people,
Yeah.
before you do that, let's do the super chat, and then you need to talk
Okay.
about your arcade. You need to talk about your
Yes.
route, your new,
Oh,
which you
boy.
can't tell what they are, but your new locations and how they're doing. The 5 new locations you got. So you got a lot to cover, man. I'll remind you of all the bits and pieces.
Okay. Oh,
All right, looks like Waco telling David what the information he was asking for. It's another $2 super chat. It says the baby weighed 10 pounds. It says 10 inches, but I'm guessing that he means 10 ounces as well.
5 pounds. Yeah.
5 pounds,
10
10 ounces. is
I
what
was
I'm-
going
is
to
what I'm
say, yeah.
guessing.
10 ounces, 10 inches, that's a small baby.
Right.
It's amazing. I got to hang out with my family a lot this last few weeks, and seeing some of my cousins and stuff, and they have little kids, and so many kids because we're Mormon, and there's just so many kids all over the place, and it's crazy, just it's exciting to have family and stuff. But anyways, okay, so Konichi Claw, the arcade. We were so close on opening up a second space. I'm really sad that we couldn't. The lease was going to be roughly around $16.50 a month for the space, and
Damn.
it was right next to a pizza shop that brought a lot of families in. We're really looking forward to opening that space up, but then we got back from the I don't know who's in charge of that building, Bashes or whatever. It was a breach of contract to have an arcade or claw arcade in the parking structure, and that was such a busy intersection. So I was really sad to hear that. I was trying to get Kenichi Claw number 2 location. So we're still out looking for Kenichi Claw number 2. As for Kenichi Claw number 1, if you recall, a couple weeks ago I had bad AC and issues with AC, but even with that, we hit record numbers.
Nice.
If we didn't have that 2 weeks of bad AC, I think I would have done about $14,000 in sales for the month, which would have been really great because after you get rid of expenses and stuff like that, it would have been a really huge profit.
And you still haven't done any Instagram, Facebook, any of that stuff yet. And you're
No,
still
the only Instagram has been from our customers. Our customers have done some Instagram for us, and that's been really great. And then of course, we have also in the malls is our food courts, and they're still kicking butt. Anime Frank, who I'm partnered with in Denver, his mall is just amazing. So we've been doing really well. And then I also have my partner Chris with Krabby Claw. If you recall, there's a couple locations I got with him, and so we had our first month experience with that, and our first full month, and we did just under $12,000 between 6 locations. And so you're talking about almost $2,000 a month per location. That's each location has 2 machines, so it was pretty cool. That's an update on that. Yeah, right. And what's really cool is that those 6 accounts, they have connections to other big locations, and I just got an email yesterday, and I actually need to call, and I'll probably do it tomorrow, and thank the regional manager of these 6 locations, because they referred us, and now we're going to go into we're starting off with 1, but they actually have 2 of them, airport locations.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's not like the main airport, like Sky Harbor Airport, but they're like 2 big airports, they're pretty good sized airports, and there's like a family restaurant, they were saying, like has a bar, has a place for family members and stuff, kind of like what I already have. And so maybe that's an extra $2,000 per location again. So I don't know.
So question about that. So airport locations, obviously there's the air side and the land side, right? Do you know which side it's on?
So, to my understanding, these airports are not like most airports that I've always gone to. I've only gone to the Sky Harbor Airport and wherever we landed, but there's always that you have to go through the checking and stuff like that. So this is on the land side, like it's connected to the airport,
so
but you don't have
before security.
Yeah, it's before security, okay. So you don't have to get checked in. I can bring all my toys in there and do the servicing and then walk out. Thank goodness, because I would hate to go through baggage claim with a few hundred toys every single time.
Right.
I'm just wondering what's better though. Like I think it would almost be better to be on the other side.
Air side. People are trapped, right?
That's my point.
They cannot leave. So
yeah,
I mean, there's pros and cons to each side. I would imagine.
But then you get a lot more families going into on the side when they're dropping off, picking up. They can meet on that side and eat. So that's what they were telling me. They get really busy. So, but I do agree. Yeah. I would love to get on the other side of the airport, especially when I went to Sky Harbor when I was flying out to Florida to meet up with you guys at IAPA. I was just walking the places, and there's so many different branches, so many different terminals we could set up at, and it would be like it could be another Disneyland right there. And so that's
question for us. Go ahead. Sorry,
I was just saying that's pretty much it.
Comp Magic has a question. Says, curious, does anyone in the claw world do pressed pennies like you see at amusement parks? I don't think so. I think I'm guessing those machines are probably super expensive, and there's actually kind of like a cult following with those machines. People that collect those. There's actually like websites dedicated to all the locations of those machines, and people seek them out, and you go and get those as like souvenirs. So. Yeah, I don't know of any regular street operators that use those, but I think they're mostly owned by like the tourist locations, things like that.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like the closest to tourism we have around us. I mean, we have old downtown old Sacramento, which is an hour and 20 minutes away, and then we have San Francisco, but that's like 2.5 hours away. So there's really not anything near us. I don't know. That would be worth driving for press pennies. I don't think for us, unless you have a route down there.
If I did press pennies in Arizona. Everything would probably be copyrighted that I would want to do, like Disney and all that. So I wouldn't be able to do any of those. I would have to make my own designs. And I think I would do like the scorching sun, a bottle of water, and maybe a pool for the 3 options of mine. And I'm sure you can get more than 3 options, but this is Arizona, so you want to do that probably. You make some sales. if I didn't do that. Jokingly, no, I'm not serious though. But
He had a second part to the question asking if it may manage them.
Second part, asking, Comp Magic also asking more, does anyone manage the machines at theme parks? I'm pretty sure all that stuff is managed in-house. At least everyone that I've been to is managed in-house. They have a whole staff just for the arcade that manages everything. They're all employees of those parks.
So there's so you know how Great America, I watched a video. I watch quite a few videos when I'm doing stuff in the evenings, and this guy basically he travels around and goes to different theme parks and stuff. And he went to Paramount or Great America, or, you know, whatever it is, and they're like licensed by DC. And so it's all DC Comics and Batman.
It's a Six Flags park, right?
Yeah, Six Flags. Sorry. And so he's walking through, and he goes into this one section. And he turns around and he stops his camera and he's like, "Hold up, wait a minute!" And it's a Spider-Man, like full on, like all Spider-Man stuff inside. He goes, either that's not going to last long or somebody's going to be in major trouble because they're not supposed to have any Marvel stuff like in the park, you know. And so I don't know if it was an outside vendor that just decided to be funny and throw Marvel stuff in there, but he had a Spider-Man themed, you know.
Out of curiosity, was this on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the creator? Do you remember?
No. I was just flipping through, and it was like the grand opening weekend or something where they went, and it was like nobody there, and it was like really kind of rainy and everything. So it had to be at least like a month ago or something when he filmed it.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, it was, you know, because he got the year passes and they talked about the costs and stuff. And so anyways, but I thought that was interesting, is like, you know, they got to have some sort of restrictions even if you're an outside vendor. But so anyways, let me see, I'm just going through the comments. So okay, then also David, since you've been gone, we've been talking about vending vehicles, and you had bought a Ford Lightning pickup for your vending business. So do you want to tell us how that's going? Because you've had it for a while now.
yeah, I've had it. Actually, it's going to be a year probably in like
Oh, wow.
the end of the month. Yeah, my year mark. So yeah, I do like electrics. I'm a big EV fan. I know EV is not for everyone because, like, you know, it depends on your climate and stuff. Like, I wouldn't expect someone from the snowy countryside to expect an EV to really help them out. But in Arizona, EVs are champions, man. There's so many charge stations if you ever need them. Which I never need them because I always wake up with a full battery or 90% of a battery technically. So I usually get 300 miles of range. I can haul my vending equipment. I got tons of toys. The best part is, other than self-driving capabilities, like it doesn't have like full self-driving like a Tesla, but it has like pretty good. I'm really happy with it. But is when it's hot, you can leave the car on, walk into your store, service it, and the car's still running, and people don't even know because it's just it's electric. So the only thing you really hear is the air conditioning kicking on to cool the batteries down. But so then I go back, you know, into my car, and it's nice, ice and cool. And then if I'm going to be there for a long time, I know I want to turn off my vehicle. I turn off my vehicle, and then while I'm inside the mall or whatever, just playing around, watching a movie, whatever, before I get out and you know, before I go to the restroom to leave the movie theater, I start the air conditioning up with my phone, and then I you know, we leave the mall, whatever, and we walk in, and my car's ice cool, ready to go. So they have really good AC, so it's nice. But I don't get any range anxiety, like, because I don't go anywhere that really will drain my battery completely full. I mean, the biggest trip we did with this truck was to Vegas, and that was easy because there's superchargers, you know, on the way there, and so charging is no big deal. Supercharger charges fast. You know, you're done in a little bit. And actually, that new Chevy one goes another 150 miles more range, roughly around. So if you get that new Chevy, holy cow, you're going to be pushing almost 500 miles of range, which is insane. Yeah.
All right, Dreamlight wants to know. Excuse me. He says, David, do you have plans to do an arcade tour? I would love to see your setup and how it came about.
Oh yeah, I actually did have some plans before, but that actually unfortunately got changed over certain people in Arizona that were trying to take my location. So it's like I don't really want to put that on the internet, and I don't want, you know, talk bad about anyone. But there are people out there who are after my locations after all the work I put into it, and so because they see how well I do. So that's probably why you haven't really seen the arcade as well as it should have. But just know the arcade's there, and I don't want to really show it off too much because I don't want to remind those people that they can, So keep it between the stream.
Well, and it's people that have been in the industry a long time that shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff either.
Right.
So
People that we trusted really a lot that are after me, which I won't. I don't want to disclose anyone's information,
Yeah.
but
we won't. But they know who they are, and it's bad news. So
yeah.
don't be stealing locations, people. Not a good thing, especially if you're well known in the industry. Not a good thing to do. Not a good look. So
Yeah.
all right, let's see.
Oh, another super chat. This one again from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More. It's a $2 super chat. It says gas prices are at $2.69. That's what I paid this week too.
Nice.
Yeah, and then he says put a baby picture on the Discord. There you go.
Wow.
I think I looked at it before it came on the stream. I want to say I saw it at like $3.49 for us, or
$4.93.
Whoa, you're still
Yesterday.
really high. I was thinking to myself, oh gosh, the gas is going down quite a bit, so that's good.
No, not here.
You
And we're in the
guys-
middle. We're not even in LA or like anywhere
Yeah.
that where it's really pricey. Like we're down compared to a lot of places, but still, and we're getting it at a Indian casino that's here, which is lower than everybody else. So we're
usually
paying-
Indian casinos are more when that. From
no,
my
not where
experience.
not around here. They have the best because they want everybody to go there and get gas and then stop at the casino and gamble.
Sure,
so
yeah, I could imagine.
smart.
Yeah, that would be smart. No,
So, 627. You guys want to talk about the giveaway?
yeah.
Sure, let's do it.
We can do that. Yeah. for
Your
sure.
mic went down again, David.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Let me share my
We're good.
screen. Let's see. Why is it not working? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Window. Yeah. Okay. And share. All right. Come on, baby. There we go.
Talk
Okay.
nicely to your computer, Jonathan.
I know.
All right, guys. We've talked about this for a few weeks now. We are giving away a crazy claw machine in conjunction with CandyMachines.com. That's right. Myself, Matt from Galaxy Games 843, David from Xtreme Vending, Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group, and Eli and Cody from Quick Play, all working together with CandyMachines.com to give you the Crazy Claw Machine. Take a look at that. It is not a super mini. It's not a medium size. This is a full size 31-inch claw machine. It's got the durable frame construction with the see-through corners. No metal on the edges, so your customers can see all the way around the machine and get in there to line up that perfect claw to drop to win the prize. And we're going to give one away again on July 31st. All you need to do is sign up to win in our Discord server. If you're not a member of the Discord, excuse me, you can join the Discord by finding the link down in the description. Scroll on down there, click on that link, and then once you're in the Discord, on the left-hand side, find the giveaway tab. It's got a little rocket ship next to it. It's labeled as Giveaway Candy Machines Claw Crazy 31-inch claw machine. Go to that tab, click on the link, fill out the form, and then you are registered to win. Once again, we're going to give it away on July 31st, which is a Wednesday night live stream. So we'll do it live during a live stream on Wednesday, July 31st. So make sure you click on that link and get signed up. So that way you are registered to win.
Nice prize, man. Nice big machine.
Jonathan, you seem out of breath. Are you okay?
Yeah, I had to run to the restroom. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking. I'm poking fun. Poking fun at you.
That's what happens when you get old, people. Don't get old. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a choice.
I'm going to be 50
Hey,
this year. That's old.
I was going to say my birthday's next month, the day before the 4th. I'll be
How old are you going to be? 30? What are you, 30?
7. I'll be 37.
37.
Yeah. It's crazy.
My gosh.
I hope I'm as successful as you when I turn 37. That's for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, this is a
Appreciate
good
it.
question. I like this. Oh, wait. So we have one comment first.
This one's from Tinkers. It says the Slow Rise Squish Mix from Flatline has been super popular at our locations this week. People love it.
And,
Slow Rise Squish Mix from Flatline.
And those who, and then also, so Flatline has a great mix with slow rise, and so does All Star. I don't know if everybody saw my interview with Sharon from All Star this week. They've got a good slow rise too. Those slow rise are really popular right now, you guys. So if you're looking for something pretty inexpensive, they're a great deal right now. So definitely.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
haven't got to watch any of those videos yet. I've been so busy.
Sure,
I can't wait to watch all these videos though.
Whatever you say, it's cool. Just
Dunclaw Vending says, what toys would you consider toppers in a claw mix? How often should you top off?
Who wants to go first? I got good ones.
I think you guys are the masters at this.
You go first, John. Then
No, go ahead, David. We missed you, so you go first.
Oh well, I obviously for my minis I use like the little there's little keychain boxes, mystery boxes I put in there. I put LED watches on the top a lot of times. There's like little flat Pikachus I normally get or something like that or whatnot. But that's what I use for my toppers to help soften the blow on the price of cost of goods.
So what we do is when we get to a location, so I don't know if you guys saw, we did a video on like how we service our route. And so we have our bag of toys and all of our plush, and then we've got these little bags, and those are all like, what she figures like the crumbles on top of the cake or whatever you want to call it. But what we've learned is that when we get to a location and the machine's empty, or pretty empty, is we actually take a layer of those toppers and throw some down first. So when it gets down to that low again, then there's actually the people that missed out on the toppers that we put in the beginning have another shot at some more toppers. So the first thing we do is we throw in, and toppers we use as keychains are great toppers. We got some good rubber bands that we found. We have a bunch of Amazon links on our website that you can see, but they're like, these rubber bands are great, and tie up your keychains. Like that's a big deal because otherwise they get stuck in your slot and they'll hang over the edge and block the chute and stuff. So make sure you rubber band those up. And then we do the little mystery boxes like Dave is talking about. Then we do the watches, and then we found these. You can get them. Eva has them. They're woven wristbands. They're like, I don't know if they're called wristbands, but like woven bracelets, and they have like. They're all Marvel and DC. So they have like Wonder Woman and Deadpool and Superman and stuff, and they're black woven bracelets, and they're really cool, and they're in plastic little pouches. And then we have one thing that is the keychains. Those we do the Pokemon cards, which are coming around again here in October. If you missed out, they're also on Amazon, but they're the three card packs. Those things crush it. So we put a few of those
packs. I still have a bunch. I still have a bunch of them.
Those are awesome, you guys. Put those in there. Make sure now if you have like a super mini, like an original super mini before they added like the M3 larger claw on their newer ones, they won't pick those up. So they end up kind of laying on top of everything. So make sure that whatever claw you use has rubber tips on it, or put rubber tips on your mini claws, and then they'll pick up those boo packs, because otherwise they're never gonna pick them up, and then they get really frustrated. So we do those. The blue things, yeah. And then we also do, we order from Amazon. We have a subscription to those ring pops. So from Amazon in the little packs, and the kids like those. So we put those in there too. So those are the toppers we use that we like.
It's funny. I actually went to the hot dog location to go service the super mini claw machine. You'll actually see it in the video this coming weekend. Because that video is already ready to go. So, but basically, we went to go stock it up, and I was super excited because I had some of the watches, David, that you sent me still left. And I was super excited to go put those in the machine. And somebody has jammed something inside the lock. So I couldn't get into the machine to fill it up. So luckily it's not too low. I mean, there's still plenty of prizes inside. But I wanted to go put all this new stuff in there, have it ready to go. Because, it's summertime. The kids were out of school. I wanted to get everybody excited. But it seems like, so they broke the joystick. So I got to go fix that. Ugh. And they jammed something in the lock. So, like, these kids, I swear, craziness.
The other day we were picking up that car we got from Chico, and we got the call that one of our machines, the DBA, was down, and so we thought we'd swing through, and I figured I could probably just get the quarter out or whatever was in there, because I figured it was change in there. And I couldn't get it all out, and so I'm like, man, I told him I had to come back the next day. 78 cents in change. They
It's
stuck
like
in
your
the
dollar
DV.
bill acceptor.
And I'm like, you guys could have like turned that in and got quarters and like played the machine, but they just stuck pennies
Right.
and nickels and you know what I mean? And I'm like, you guys just
Mhm.
blew your money sticking it in the DVA and you know, so and it won't work, but they're just kids, so it's annoying. Yeah.
Do you ever get those little tiny little dollar bills that are really machine sized?
No.
No.
Those are really cute. Like people, I think you get them in like those little prize boxes, whatever, the little tiny mystery boxes, miniature of everything, and then sometimes you get little dollar bills, and they're like so small. And I got them in my dollar bill acceptor before.
That's funny.
Hi,
Hey,
Jen.
look who's
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Look at that.
this
She's
is the
all cozy
president of the National Bulk Vending Association, Jen Vens. Welcome.
Yay!
Thanks for having me.
There we go.
Can you do that thing with your nose?
Oh,
know
like
what's
Bewitched? Bewitched?
Bewitched, yeah.
I wish. Can't really
Make
do
things
it.
appear. Yeah.
Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
Caliday.
Hi.
Welcome, Jen. Nice to see you.
So we've already done our fill everybody in on our, and it's been at least 2 weeks since you've been on with us. So you want to fill everybody in on what you've been up to the past couple weeks?
Just I don't know, just out there
Filling
filling my
machines, right?
machines and just we also my boyfriend and I are working on our house, so we've been doing a lot of that and doing some mock builds for Legos and just servicing a lot.
So her and her boyfriend have a massive addiction to Legos and building Legos, and I'm hoping that you'll go.
I think it's more me.
I don't know. He seems just as excited about it as you are, and I'm hoping that one of these live streams you'll go downstairs and film in front of that wall that you guys have done all the Lego builds.
All our
that
nerdy stuff.
Yeah, they have a nerd wall downstairs that's pretty darn cool. So
Yeah. I
We're all
love
nerds.
brickheads. I'm obsessed with the Lego brickheads of all the different characters because I'm a huge Disney fan. And so, like, the combination of the two.
nice.
And
Very
Woobles. I've gotten into Woobles. I'm going to do a gumball machine one next.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we just had a good question. That's a good one for you because you're so good at marketing your machine and merchandising it. The question was, what toppers do you use on your mini claw machines, or even any regular claw machines? What are
Like
some of the toppers?
the prize locker.
No, I
No,
think they meant like
the top layer of the play field.
Oh, my,
to-
that kind of topper, little sprinkles.
Yes, the sprinkles.
All kinds of stuff, but it depends on the machine. I like to use the ring pops, or I got these little tiny bobas. I think actually they're called frappes, but they look like little bobas.
Mhm.
I've been using those. They're from Rhode Island.
I'll have to look into those.
huh? That's a good one.
I
I
got
haven't seen those.
some little the mystery boxes, and then some little Mario erasers. So I got some blind bag Mario erasers. So those have been my ones lately.
Nice.
Ooh, and the Costco Business Center had some like brand new weird candies. So I've been doing those too. They also had cotton candy, but they sold out already. I was doing that for my bigger cranes as my little
Like
top.
the bag of cotton candy. Those.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
had Skittles and Starburst cotton candy. And
Ooh,
those went quick. Like they got
That'd be
all
good.
full.
that'd be your new one, or Matt, the white one you got, because it's white. I think it's like all the color you can add to that thing is gonna look awesome.
Sure.
Like that's a cool machine. So very cool.
You got a white crane?
Whoops. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I did the wrong one. Sorry. Too many sound
I
effects.
was like,
I was gonna say, who's here?
I should have done that when Jen came on.
I'm waiting for my dogs to go crazy. Something like that happens. All right, we got a super chat from Elite Claw Amusements. It's a $2 super chat. It says, I made a new Mega Mini wrap. Be on the lookout in the Discord.
yeah,
Ooh.
I've seen the. Am I allowed to talk about it, Elite Claw?
I love it. I think this is going to be a really, really nice wrap for a lot of people and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
There's been some cool designs, that have come out for the Mega Minis that people have designed, and Elite Claws especially. And they have the C one, which under the C one, and then they've got the dinosaur one, and a bunch of new ones that are available now, which are pretty cool.
Yeah, if
So-
those don't know, Elite Claw and E3 have made some really good wraps and for the
I
Mega
didn't.
Man.
So that is a person that designed those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Elite Claw actually he's someone that's designed several of our wraps, and then of course Jesse E3 Vending, he's the original designer. So they're people that you could reach out to and possibly get in contact with if you need help with a wrap, a custom
I
wrap.
actually was working on one yesterday on my iPad.
nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. That's so cool.
Are you going to show it to us when it's all done and stuff, or are you going to keep it as secret?
I'll show it to you.
Oh, okay.
Good, good.
I haven't decided how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, I have two that I've been working on.
Hey
Awesome.
Jen, do me a favor and can you tilt your camera down just a little bit so when we get the messages, then it doesn't cover up your face. There we go. Okay, cool.
Right. We're censoring you out.
Yeah,
There you
we
go.
Yeah, that's
Now,
better.
now just David's getting covered. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Tinker says full-size Pokemon packs are great, and we have some Minecraft figures that we sprinkle on top as well. That's cool.
Very cool. Have you seen the new ones on TikTok? The Minecraft, they're basically, I believe they're magnetic. I haven't seen how they work, but they're the blocks for Minecraft. And they're on the
Okay.
TikTok shop right now. And people are making little Minecraft, maps with them, and you can buy them on the TikTok shop. And you get all the set, and then you can build whatever you want. And it comes with the characters and the.
I just
the
wonder,
different blocks.
anything magnetic, that might not go well inside a mini claw machine with
That's
the metal
true, it might
studs.
get
Do you know
stuck
what
to
I
the
mean?
It depends on how magnetic, because I got some of those rattlesnake little. They make the rattlesnake noise, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
won't go on the claws because it has so much of a stop. It actually drops. But so if it's not too magnetic, it'll work.
Oh, yeah, because it jinks and it opens.
Yeah, and it opens it
Yeah.
up.
Caden says, I'm about to get into my first bar location, wondering if you have any advice for prizes. I feel like Jen's talked about this in the past.
Yeah. I got good advice too. Jen, what do you say?
I would say make sure that you're covering still the younger generation on prizes, not overlooking that parents will take stuff home to them.
Yep, because they're out drunk and staying out all late, and then they feel bad because
Right.
the kids are at home with the babysitter. So yeah, kids' prizes are good. So yeah, cover all the generations. There are drink-related prizes out there, and the fun ones like the TikTok shop stuff, and the fun things like mini bubble guns, and all kinds of fun stuff that people like to do when they get drunk. It's totally make it fun. That's my advice. Is that have a lot of
Well,
fun stuff.
And as you get to know the people at the bar, you can kind of cater it to the people that are the barflies that are there all the time. Like, I have a place where I guess there's a cat lady. And so if you kind of know the themes of the things that people collect, that's helpful too, because there's this old guy and he's like, I got my bag in my trunk, and when I go see my ladies, I take them a present. And so he'll be like, hey, so I have this lady that I'm going to see, and she likes this kind of thing. Can you put it in the crane for this next week? And I'll play for it. And and asking the bartenders, because a lot of times the patrons will try to win stuff for the bartenders.
That's what I was just gonna
And
say. Yep.
and I have a bartender that actually, she's like, I have a bag of plush that the guys give me. And I was like, I can't really take it back. But so she donates it to a nonprofit.
Yeah, there was a guy that was all about this bartender at one of our bars, and so he spent over $100 just getting all the Disney stuff out of the machine. So he was moving everything to get to all the Disney characters and get them for her. So it definitely pays to know what they want and talk to the people that work there for sure.
David,
So
what is that?
So I was going to ask you guys, what do you think about this? I had an idea. So I got these really cheap on Alibaba. They're little Tetris blocks, and they light up.
Tetris. Yeah.
They
Whoa.
they oh, I just dropped one on my computer. But I was thinking about what would you think? Would you think people would go crazy for this over like the gamer minis or gamer quests if you collected blocks for Tetris, and then the blue one's the main one. So if you collect the blue one, this powers them on, and so as you attach, they all light up. So like this actually glows blue. The square is glowing yellow. Then everything else, I got the T's over there.
does
So
it come in a box all as one set, or is it just in like a?
it comes in a set. It comes with a whole bunch of them. But like I was just thinking about opening them up and just set them in there, and you just try to win piece by piece, and then you can. I made a really big Tetris wall before, and the blue one powered on everything. It was really cool. I had 3 boxes all together, and it was really fun.
I was just trying to think.
Honestly-
You'd have to like almost include a blue one with every one or something. to
Well,
make it cool.
the idea was you put the blue one in there, and I don't know, you gotta make sure you got plenty of blue ones in there, but you only need one blue to really light up. And let's be honest, this is everyone's favorite block in Tetris. It gives you the Tetris. So I don't think like
Well,
true.
I like the corner piece.
Me too. That's my favorite
the,
one.
the
Yeah.
L.
No, just
Yeah.
the one that only has one
Oh,
down.
no, yeah, the L is my favorite.
Oh, the T.
Yeah.
Search for it.
So
got
I
that
think
too.
we would really have to put an explanation for how it works. Otherwise, people are going to
Yeah.
be so confused by these random blocks in a machine.
Or mad when it doesn't turn on when they pull it
Yeah.
out of there and it doesn't.
Right.
turn on.
So I thought about that too. So the Gamer Quest does have that big display wall. I could probably maybe even lightly glue these things together and have it wired in, turned on all the time.
I think
Yeah.
that that's
Hardwired.
what you need to do. Yeah, I think that
Mhm.
that would be a really cool any claw actually, and like that that one that you guys are giving away. I feel like that would be cool in that machine.
Mhm.
You did
Yeah.
the back wall of it.
Yeah.
I could put this together real fast. And
While you're building, we'll talk about comments.
Yeah, so PA Pokemon Poll says, P.S. he can get Japanese Pokemon card packs for $3 a pack. If anyone is interested, hit him up in the Discord, guys.
Very cool.
I just dropped everything. Give me a minute.
Neon Starship says, hey, all, hope everything is, I'm guessing he means well.
Yeah.
Or sell, who knows. Wife and I have tuned in on the couch. Good to see David back. Yes, it's good to have David back for sure.
And Jen, because she hasn't been here for a
And-
couple weeks. So
This is true. This is true.
let's see.
Yeah, but
We
David's
do-
a
we-
goatee.
Here's an
OG.
Okay.
Not as much as you, Jen. You're the biggest OG of all of us.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You have
You've
been
got-
at it longer than all of
you've
us,
been
Jen.
in the vending game longer than all of us.
Yeah.
And like I said, thank you for the help with trying to figure out the plate for that claw stand and the bulk part of it. I don't know what I would do with that.
Do you think it's gonna get figured out?
Yeah, I think so. And so they're working on it tonight. Supposedly, she sent me a couple messages before I came on, and they're working on it with her engineers. So I'm hoping that they figure out. And she said in the notes that I guess when the rack holes that are on all bulk racks, those are pretty standard, I guess. So she says we know those dimensions of the bulk racks, but she said I don't know the other ones. And I said, well, I'll talk to you and get with you. But anyways, offline we'll talk. But very true. Here's some good advice.
BA Pokemon Poll says, get your Beetlejuice toys ready for September, guys and gals. The new movie is on the way.
Yeah, and what's the Wolverine and
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's coming up right.
Let's see.
Oh, I want one of
special.
those, David.
Did you see? So this one right here.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull
you
the
guys,
comment on. Go ahead.
I gotta move my picture frame. I don't want to drop it.
Okay.
Knock it down.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm about ready to show this off. I got
Okay.
figured out.
We'll do this comment real fast while you're going.
All right. Neon Starship says, great. We are trying to secure a new location this weekend coming up, a local toy store, gumball machine, and possibly 2-inch capsule with Pokeballs. Very cool.
Nice. Oh, we got a super chat too while he's working. Hold on.
It's not the doorbell, but it is the air horn for Waco's Car Wash channel. Elevators and More, a $2 super chat. Yesterday, he went to 4 car washes. I swear, Waco, you got the cleanest car out of anyone.
Man.
You want to take mine?
Yeah,
Also,
take
I
ours
need
next
to take
time.
I need to find one I can take my Sprinter to.
Okay.
All right, David, you are the show right now. So show us how this works. Wow, that's cool.
Ooh.
I like how it's kind of stroby when you move it around like that. That was pretty
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta make sure, like this one, you can't really tell. It's not really. I'm trying to stick them together. Okay, there we go. Now they're all pretty much.
cool. That
I
looks
think
good.
those are pretty cool, man. I really do. I just know that, like, for sure, I would 100% put it out. Whoops, I lost. Who'd I lose? David. Where's he
You
at?
took David off
Sorry.
the screen.
Okay. So, 100%, I would put that in a prize locker prize box for sure.
I have
think-
I have put in the prize locker too, and it does fit the Mega Mini.
I just think it's hard to like, unless you can order like a bunch of blue blocks, you know, to include like somehow, so every piece comes with the blue, so then you always have power. Because I think otherwise people might be a little bit upset if they won, you know, the purple one and it doesn't turn on because they don't have the blue one, and then the blue one's not even in the machine anymore, and you know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to. But it is like Pokemon where you say collect them all, you know. I don't know. It's. What do you guys think?
I like it. I see your points and stuff like that, but that just makes them where you're like, I would put it on a sign like blue's the main power source, and really go for a blue, and then everyone's going after blue, and then that's you gotta catch them. That's the rare one.
You could do a mini of just blue ones, or a regular size crane of just the blue ones, and you could charge like $10 just for someone to win the blue, and then they could win the other ones in a normal crane, so that they make sure that they're getting a blue to go with the rest of them.
Right.
Or like
Yeah.
if you had a full line machine, you could put them in a full line machine and sell them basically that way, so that they're able to get that blue one. Because what's the point of having the other ones without the blue?
Yeah, because
They're still fun to stack, and it's kind of like Legos without the snapping. And you build a big wall, and then it drops and falls, and then you make a big mess. So it's fun. Me, I liked it, but
Gumball Gold says American-made gumballs are about to hit the market. What are your thoughts?
I want to know who they're made by.
Yeah,
Maybe we should start making our own gumballs.
that would be sweet.
How about
Yeah,
that?
as long as we get scored gum base, I'm down.
The NBVA gumballs. How about that?
the Tesla ball. This made by Tesla. Just kidding. I don't know.
I'm
who's made
surprised that's not a thing yet.
Me too.
A Tesla gumball.
Yeah, Tesla gumball.
MBVA gumballs would be pretty sweet. That would be pretty cool. Like, I mean, because then it's, you know, supporting the industry, and then that could go to the scholarship fund. That's a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea. I don't know.
But the factory that you need for doing gumballs is huge.
Oh.
I watched this video, this YouTube channel. And they show like a bunch of memes. There was this meme where the guy got the implant from Tesla. I don't know what it is, and he's like, he got the free version. So every once in a while he has an ad. He's like, I gotta watch an ad real fast.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah, no. Someone actually, Tesla did their first, from what I found on the YouTube, they did their first implant, and the guy's able. It's not like they're. I don't know how it really works, but they can do electronics and stuff. So he's like not able to move his body. He's like on a wheelchair. I don't want to impersonate, but you know they need the controller like with their mouth and stuff like that to move around. Well, the guy's able
Okay.
to go, and he's able to do certain games now just by looking and thinking. He can look at the screen and he can click a mouse without even touching a mouse.
That's crazy.
He's not
That's
able
so
to.
cool,
So
man.
I just,
I've seen that.
I just picture the Matrix, right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit in the chair, plug me in, download Kung Fu, and then I know Kung Fu. You know, that's what I
Right.
picture.
How cool
know
would
Kung
that
Fu.
be, man?
Yeah. So he can do like probably RTS gaming or some like chess or whatever. he was gaming is what he was real excited about. He was able to entertain himself, other than just moving things around with his mouth and his joystick or whatever. And he made some jokes. He's like, I'm the smartest man in the world now. I'm your ruler, like, because he's taking over the world, kind of like a zombie. I don't know. It was funny. The guy had a good sense of humor in the video. So
I'm pulling up another logo here. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I did do a post in Facebook today for Yao. I finally had some time to do some work on it today.
Yeah.
So I've updated the website this morning, and so now you can actually order stickers online. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Yao, if we could, real fast. Somebody mentioned it. That's why I say Waco was asking. Let's see. Let me pull up the logo. There it is. Okay. So, so just like you were talking about your computer before we came on, I got a notification from Google today. It said you will no longer receive Google updates because your the firmware version of your Mac is too old and it needs to be like version 11 or higher, which is mine's like 10 something because it's like 10 years old, and it won't update my Google anymore. So like some of my stuff's not working. So I think I'm with you. I think I'm gonna have to be getting a new computer here also. So I'm a little sad about that.
I just want like a super sweet editing rig ready to go.
Oh
like,
my God.
Loaded up with RAM and a really sweet graphics card, all that good stuff.
Get the mini
All right,
Mac or the new the other new tower, the editing tower.
Since he won't do Mac though. I can't talk Matt into it. He won't do it. He's a PC
I've
guy.
used them. I don't love them.
Man, for editing though, holy cow, like they're so fast. It's just awesome. Anyways, okay, back to Yao. So this morning I went online. YaoKids.org is the website. Yao is a nonprofit that is involved in getting kids into vending, and it's the industry that we all love. That's what I posted on Facebook today. It's like, get your kids involved. The amount of stuff they learn from having their own business, they'll never learn any of that in school. They may take, like my son, he took one class in high school. That's it with business. They just don't teach it anymore. So get your kids involved in vending, get them started early. You can go to the Yao website, and basically there's a couple ways you can donate, just do a monetary donation, just donate if you want to. But the best way is to do stickers for your machines, for your route, like the old school Children's Miracle Network type setup where it's $1 per sticker and then just $1 a month per sticker you have. And then all that money goes into, we're trying to get a pool together so we can start either adding on to our giveaways or maybe upping them up, up or upscaling them a little bit. And then also hopefully by the end of this year, we want to start doing a scholarship for kids when they get to either donate to MBVA and be as part of their scholarship, or to do our own scholarship. But I'd really like to donate a bunch to MBVA and make that scholarship even bigger, which would be pretty cool. So that's what we're working on, but definitely check out YaoKids.org. Can you guys hear the dog?
Yeah.
We can.
Sorry, my wife went outside and so she's freaking out because she wasn't invited. So she's puppies, man. I'm telling you. So, anyways, so that's Yao. So to go to YaoKids.org, and I'm gonna go let the dog outside real quick while you guys.
All right.
Hold on a
Okay.
second.
While we do what?
While you guys talk.
We can talk about the giveaway. We're giveaway right now.
What?
good,
Oh,
good,
you want to put
good.
the giveaway up? Oh yeah, it is almost 7. Okay, let me
You can
put
go
that
and
up.
put the giveaway up.
Okay, sorry. Oh, she's back. I hear her coming in. Now she's barking. I'm telling you, man. So it was
if
really
you hear snoring from me, it's actually my dog that's on the
okay.
ground. So
Well,
don't worry about it.
it was so great when we got the puppy because like she didn't bark, like she didn't know what barking was, and so then her sister taught her, how to bark, and now she barks at like everything, and it's so extremely frustrating. So yeah, she's into barking now.
Extreme.
Every sound
Extreme frustrating.
All right, there you go.
All right. Do you guys want me to take this one again, or do one of you want to take it this time?
You go ahead, Matt.
All right. But I'm going to lean on you guys this time, too. All right. So, guys, take a look at your screen. Once again, we are giving away the Claw Crazy Claw Machine, which I saw Claw Crazy in the comments tonight. Don't know if Claw Crazy is still here, talking about opening their new arcade in Cincinnati, Ohio. Probably one of the malls there. If you're nearby Cincinnati, go check that out. But you can win a Claw Crazy arcade. So that's right. So we're giving away this Claw Crazy arcade from CandyMachines.com. Myself, Matt from Galaxy Games 843, David from Xtreme Vending, Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group, Eli and Cody from Quick Play, all working together with the team over at CandyMachines.com to bring you this Claw Crazy claw machine. That's a lot of words. This one is not a mini claw machine, guys. It's not a medium size like you've seen us give away in the past. This is a full size claw machine, 31 inch, real big, real bright, really cool looking machine. As you can see here in the picture, lots of LED neon looking lights. Your customers are going to see this machine from 1 mile away or farther. All you need to do to register to win is fill out a simple form on our Discord server. Over on the Discord, click on those left-hand side tabs. Find the one with the rocket ship that says Giveaway Candy Machines Claw Crazy 31-inch claw machine. Inside, there's a link to the form. Just click that link and fill out the form. You're registered to win. We're going to give it away on July 31st, which is coming up here in, I don't know, roughly, 6 weeks, guys?
Yeah.
About 6 more weeks? Not too far away. So get in there, get signed up, and get registered to win that Claw Crazy claw machine.
Yeah. It's a beautiful machine. It's like, my Kenichi claws are like that, and obviously yours is also too, that you did the video on, Matt, that you got. I really love having that frameless, like you can just see all the way in, 360 almost, or
me too,
270. So they're really cool machines. Yeah, 270 degrees. The only thing is this one has a little bit more decal, and on top it has the marquee on top. You can see that's really cool with that crazy claw.
Those toppers make a huge difference too when it comes to lighting and like attracting the eye. Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, we do need to talk about the Discord tonight too. Do you want to do that right now? You want to share your screen, Matt?
I can.
Do you not want to talk? Well, if you bring it up, I can.
He's been doing a lot of talking. I could probably share.
All right. Okay. I'll bring it up. You can talk about it tonight, and I'll just navigate for you. How about that?
You tell him where to go, Matt or David.
Oh, okay. Bring it on the screen so I can see it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, well, first of all, we're talking about the giveaway, so Matt's already in the giveaway channel, but this is the rocket ship. And by the way, this is Xtreme Vending Discord. This is actually not just my Discord, but this is all of our Discords, the community for all things vending. We have partnerships with Candy Machines and other companies like Pipeline and Rainy as well. But we have so many different channels, as you can see, and these are all different channels from our vendors and suppliers with discounted rates for yourselves. You just join this Discord. It's completely free. You don't have to do it, although we do have a premium channel you're welcome to sign up for. I believe it's like $3 a month for the service, and you get into a premium chat. You get to talk to a few of the premium members and kind of just have a little bit more personal time with the YouTube vendors and such. But there are so many channels. What's so great about this Discord is on the very top right hand corner is a search bar, and that search bar has 4 years of information in here, and you kind of just search for anything you want, whether it's an issue you're having or something you want to know or something about mini claw machines. Exactly, you do a search and there are just comments after comments. You can even search for your favorite individual that you want to read about and see what they said about certain things. And so there's so many. You can search for each channel. You can search it for videos. There's just so much years of knowledge. We should actually get this into an encyclopedia or something. I don't know. We should be on what's that website called? Wikipedia. Yeah, the Claw Machine Guru channel, Discord. Anyways, but there's so much to do, so much to you can talk to people. It's live. There's thousands of people on there, hundreds of people on there every single day, and you can pretty much ask a question, and someone in the community will be able to help you and talk with you and stuff. And a lot of people share their success on there and their struggles, so it's always nice to see both of it. But it's just been a really great place for everyone. So. Is there anything you guys want to add to it? Like
just the different sections, like he could show, what the different sections are maybe. So like the top is the most important stuff. So that's at the very top, and that's
that's where the announcements are. You got the giveaway, you got the Yao talk, and you can submit into the Yao community and enter in to win a machine of some kind if you're a child.
And then one of the biggest ones that are in that section is the discounts and affiliate codes. So that is discounts that are only available to Discord members. So people out in the real world and Facebook and everywhere else, they don't get these discounts. These are just for Discord members. So that's what's really special about these. And I know I was talking to Sharon from All Star the other day when we did our interview that they're going to be doing a lot of Discord related giveaway onlys or discount onlys in there. Same with Pipeline Games. So they do their own plush, and they're going to be doing some packages for people in here also. So pay attention to that, and then also visit, if you go down below, so you have the premium channels, which is not required, but if you want to, you can join those. And then what you'll have, basically where most people hang out all the time is in general, and that's where most of your talking is done. And that's you get posts every 5 seconds to it's they're on there all the time. Everybody's in there chatting. And then down below, when you get down to the vendors and supplies, make sure you guys visit these channels, because I think one of the biggest things about the Discord that has never been done before in the vending world, and I think in a lot of businesses out there, is that you have a direct channel just to these people that run these businesses, or that that can help you with your orders. Like if you need NIAX support, you look right up there, it's the second one down, and you could go on and try to call and then get a call back from NIAX and maybe wait a while, or you can go right in here and post something and get help right away, or give Candy Machines a call and talk to Matt from NIAX and get answers to your questions. So these are things that have never been available, and the other people in the vending world, unless they're a Discord member, they don't know about these connections. So when you message in All Star, you're talking directly to Sharon. When you message in the Pipeline, you're talking directly to Gary. When you message in Candy Machines, you're talking to the owner, Andy. It's like you can't beat it. It's amazing to have that kind of connection one-on-one with the actual people that own and run these companies, and that is pretty awesome. And they are huge back of the Discord and its members, so like they want to make you guys happy, they want to serve you guys, and they want to make sure that they're taking care of everybody that's their customers. So I think that is probably, besides the search bar, those are my top two things. I think that you can have that one-on-one connection is priceless. I don't think you can get that anywhere else, and I think it's pretty awesome. So that's all I have to add.
Yeah, and just even not only just is it great to be able to talk to the vendors, but there are so many like-minded people, and that's one thing I love about the Discord is all of us here have the same interest. It's all about vending. So if you want to talk about, I want to try this one prize. Has anyone else tried it? How does it work for you? So that's one really cool thing that they can share. You can really take one for the team and see how things go for you. And if it does well, share it with everyone else, and have everyone else get some success too. If you've got best practices, or if you want to learn some best practices, another great place here in the Discord. There's just so many great people that all have the same goals and ideas in the same interest, really. So it's a great community. Jake Hudson wants to remind everyone, like and share the stream. We would appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, we do. I appreciate that. That was a good comment.
Wow, Dun Vending's lucky. We don't have that.
Look at this. Dun Claw Vending says, my state allows coin pushers. Do any of you work with them? And what should you look for when buying one? We all wish we could run those, but we can't in our states.
Contact Quick Play. They've got quite a few, and they've done some. I don't know. I'm old. I'm going to be 50 this year, so it comes to mind of the A-Team when I was growing up, and I'd watch television, and then they would weld metal to vehicles and make them like bulletproof, and Quick Play's pretty good at doing that kind of stuff. Same with Aaron from Cloud Kicker. You watch them, and they know how to run those things, because people just want to break into them because they just see cash and change just sitting there in front of them, and it's so enticing. So my advice would be buy the best built, heaviest duty thing you can possibly find that you can make sure it's not going to go anywhere, so, or get shaken or moved or whatever. So very cool. Thanks for the Discord talk, David. Okay, so I'm trying to go back up, see if I missed anything. I don't think so. I think we're good. We're caught up.
I think we got all the super chats, so that's a good thing.
Yes. Trying to think of anything else that. Oh, I do want to mention that I put in the Discord today asking for everybody's help. So I wanted to bring it up in the live stream also. We have our advertising screens, and what we're trying to do is make them universal, like across the board with the connections to them. And we've got a list of ones that are already good to go. And it seems like we're going to need about 3 different connections or so to make them work on every single machine so far. But if you could go in the Discord, or if you could send us an email or text us pictures of the machines you're running on your route of your power supply and your board, so we can make sure that they'll connect to any machine. We're trying to basically cover everything from way back in the day, from as old as our toy soldier is, all the way up to the current stuff, and make sure that they work in every machine. And then when you go to order them, you can just pick which machine you have, and then you'll be good to go. So please help us to make it universal for everybody. And so I wanted to bring that up.
So
too.
that's going to be challenging on your behalf, because there's so many different kind of power supplies out there, especially on the older machines.
So the older ones are a little tougher, we found out,
Yeah.
because they run them a little different. But what the engineer, this guy's a genius that makes these screens and stuff, and his crew. And so he said, he goes, we've got it narrowed down to 3, and we've got it, given him pipeline stuff, coast to coast stuff. I did my toy soldier and my big choice. I sent those to him, and he said, I've got it down to 3 that will connect. So he goes, it's not as vast as we thought it was so far, but you're right. It probably will be. There'll probably be some other ones in there, but
So my question is, and I don't know how far in the weeds you want to get into this, but I'm
Sure.
curious now. So obviously, like the newer machines, they've got the power supplies with the screw down terminals to connect
Right.
to. So that's easy. But things like the coast to coast and the coastal, older claw machines, they use that ATX power supply with a Molex connector. So how do you connect to that in that case?
So you are the master at this. So don't laugh at me when I ask you this question, but there's a white
Okay.
connector that's really long that connects to the board. That where the power comes out of the power supply and connects to the board. What is that
Yeah.
white connector called?
It's basically a Molex connector.
Okay, so that
Not
Molex
exactly Molex, yeah.
connector, he said that you can put another connector in between those two with the correct wires on it, and then it just plugs right into the board and runs
Like
the
a
screen.
pass through. Okay.
Like a
so,
pass-through.
So he would have to build like a special.
So he'll have the
adapter in there.
Well,
connector.
the
You just so he'll have the connector, and you just unplug your board, plug the connector into it, and plug it back into the board, and you're good to go. That's what he's saying on
Interesting.
those
Okay.
ones. So the other ones, it's just screw them under the terminals, and you're good to go. And then there's one other one, I can't remember how that one works, but it's really simple, and it because he said, a lot of them is great. They have both 12 volt and 5 volt, so it's great. He can get them right in there, and then if they're 12 volt, he already has a capacitor on there to change it, and it's amazing. And then today was really cool. So there's some of you guys have seen on the live stream, Doug Dusto that comes on and has made comments in the past. He ordered 2 screens, and I called him and I said, hey, what machines are you using these on? Because I want to make sure I got you the right connections. And he goes, well, I'm going to be running them on Mega Minis. And I said, well, the 15-inch is kind of big. He goes, no, I'm going to run it sideways. So I'm going to do it tall, like in the back of the machine. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you're a genius. Like, who would have thought of? He goes, yeah, so I'm going to make all my ads, more portrait style rather than landscape style, and run all my ads big. He goes, then the whole back of the machine is a screen. And I'm like, that's genius. So people are having kind of a lot of fun with it, and that's something I hadn't even thought about. So he's thinking outside of the box. So he's like, I ordered 2 of them, just one small and one big, just to see how they look. But it's pretty neat that people are as excited about it as we are. But if you guys could help me, it'd be pretty awesome. Oh wait, what are you pulling up?
So I am sharing screen because this is actually this is footage from an upcoming video.
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but from what I'm hearing you, so this Molex connector here plugs into the power supply, right? And then
Right.
this is the connector that plugs into the board on a coast to coast claw machine.
That's
So
it.
what you're saying is this is what you would unplug. The
Yes.
adapter plugs into the board, then this plugs into that adapter, and then it's got wires coming off the adapter.
Yep.
All right.
And so, because he goes, it's like a pass through, like you said, and he goes,
Yeah.
it's really simple. And he goes, I'm just pulling the power off those two things, and he goes, it
Yeah,
won't affect
because
it.
here's the new power supply being put in. And
Dang. Yeah.
I'm like, how would you? It would be tough to get into that. Let me see if I can get a better shot of the Molex, the actual power supply connection.
Yeah, because I was asking him the same
It's-
thing. I'm
it's-
like, how you? Because like you said, on the minis and on even medium-sized claws, there's all those screw. Oh yeah, look at you,
This
man.
over here, yeah.
Yeah,
Upcoming
that white
video,
one.
guys. This is a sneak peek of an upcoming
peek.
video. Yes.
Very cool. So yeah, so I thought that was pretty genius. I mean, he's got it all figured out, and then what he did is he actually sent quite a few of the companies messages that he knows where they get. He knew the names of the power supplies and stuff they used
Yeah.
by the stickers, I guess, and they all know each other. So he had sent them and got specs from them, and just to make sure that everything's on the up. I mean, he's a genius. I'm very excited that I found this company, and
Yeah, it's
because
very
I don't
cool.
want to have any problems or issues. And he's like, nope. He goes, everything's on the up and up, and I checked everything, and I'm like, okay, I trust you, man. He knows
Nice.
what he's doing. So yeah, wire spaghetti Pokemon sense.
Looks a lot like a smart one.
Yeah, very similar to smart boards, especially in this era of claw machines.
Yeah, that's true.
All these relays and everything like that.
So a couple questions for you, Jen, real quick. Let me pull this off here. Excuse me. I don't know if this is true or not.
It's
All right.
It's,
Question is from
it's a
Gumball
political-
Gold.
It's a what?
It says, for Jen
No.
and Tinkers, is it true? No? Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh, never mind. She said no, it's not true. Okay.
Okay. Waco's Car Wash Channel Elevators and More wants to know, for Jen, is bulk vending better than full line?
They're completely different beasts.
Apples and
so-
oranges, right?
Yeah, and so it's if you're wanting to go to a place every couple days, then full line is more your jam. You probably have I don't know. It just depends on like what you like doing. I'm not a fan of full line because it's bigger machines. I don't want to transport Coca-Cola or Pepsi cans. Just not my thing. So I like bulk. That's what I've been exposed to my whole life. So that's where I'm at on that.
So on my, I don't know if you saw it or not, Waco, but I did that video, those ones on the Thursday night live streams that I was doing, and I broke down the 3 different types of vending: the full line, the bulk, and the amusement. And it really like Jen's saying, like, full line is the most work out of any vending that's out there. And like today is a good example. It's 106 degrees today, and I'm out in the garage pre-kitting my stuff. It had to be 115 in that garage, and then I get in my truck with okay air conditioning, and then get over there. So I'm sweating by the time I get there. I got a cart. I got to load my tubs up with all my drinks and stuff, which are extremely heavy. Go in there, fill my machine, and it's a lot of work. And then there's waste. You don't have waste as much. I mean, you can in bulk. If you don't sell something and it sits there for quite a long time, you could have some waste issues. But in full line, you got a lot of waste. I mean, and we move our stuff around, so we take and I'm sure Matt knows the same thing. Like, even though we're rotating product through different machines that sell it even better than others, we still have waste at the end of the month. Every single month, we probably have, I'd say, at least $50 a month, if not more, in wasted product that is just expired that we can't sell. Diet soda is the worst. I mean, it goes bad the quickest, but you got to sell it. Like, you got to have it in your machines, and you got to watch. Temperatures here, like we said, at 106. Like, you can't really have a lot of chocolate products in a place that turns off their air conditioning at night, because when you come in the morning, all your chocolate looks like this. So you really gotta pay attention. There's so many more aspects and I really respect people like Matt and Jaime and those guys that have it down to a science, because even though we've been doing it for over 3 years now, we still don't have it down to a science, and they'll tell you the same thing. I mean, it's very costly, or it can be very costly, and it's tons more work. Bulk, but you do make like, we've just finally now in the 3rd year, we paid off all of our machines that we financed for our full line. So it took us 3 full years to pay off those machines, because they're $5,000 to $6,000 machines. And so your return on investment is long, and same with bulk. Like, you buy a new bulk machine, you're only going to bring in well, unless you have really cool ones like Jen, but like $30 to $50 a month is a really good spot for most
Yeah,
bulk
for sure.
locations. And so if you buy a $200 candy machine, you can see how long it's going to take you to pay off that
Well,
candy
and the
machine.
other thing
So
is like being able to take digital payment unless the machine can take that, you're still going to be struggling with having people want quarters.
yep.
I mean, people not having quarters is what I was trying to say.
Right. And it at restaurants and stuff, they usually do okay, or at grocery stores, they usually do okay because most people, they'll have cash for a tip or something. They might have change. For some reason, at restaurants, they seem to do okay for us for bulk. But anywhere else, it's not. And like we have them in bigger restaurants, but we have to have change machines, like she's saying, just because you won't. You got to have change for those machines. So then you have stuff like Kenny Machines came out with, where you got electronic bulk, like Matt has. Then that opens a whole different ballgame for you, and being able to sell no matter what payment type they have. So I think that's the route, that if you're going to start doing a bulk route, that you save up and start with electronic bulk moving forward, and only focus on that, because that's the future, I think, personally. But
Totally.
unless you can find good deals on old machines like Northwesterns or Beavers, or what's the other one, Jen?
Or have warehouses full of them.
Like Jen. And then you can have pieces to
Yep.
fix and do everything. Yeah. So, anyways, hopefully that helped. But yeah, it is. I will never ever in my life ever recommend full line to anybody. Like I would always say that would be my last choice.
Well, they give me a hard time for not doing full line. So I mean, it's whatever you like doing. I think
Yeah.
that it's a personal thing, because I know that like Dominic gives me a hard time for not doing.
But he's really good at it. See, that's
Yeah.
the thing, is that, I don't think we ever, well, I can't say that. Natalie's really good at it, but I'm not. And so like I think you have to have something about a knowledge that I just never got, I guess. I don't know, but I'm horrible at full line, and it always seems like, we have a lot of waste, and no matter how hard we try, and it's just a lot of work. So
I
don't know.
loved doing full line until I got into claw machines, and then once I got into claw machines, full line was
Kind of
no
spoils
more.
you, doesn't it? It spoils
It did.
you.
The income from the claw machines, the fact that, like, Jonathan already talked about, and everyone's already talked about, food doesn't spoil, drinks don't spoil. I mean, food spoils, drink spoils, but plush really doesn't spoil. So, I mean, just full line was so great when I had it, but after that, after I got in the claw machines, I was like, I'm done.
And maybe that's it. Maybe I got tarnished, because of how easy claw machines are. I mean, in our garage, we have 3 tubs, and 2 of them are Christmas, and 1 of them's Halloween, and they're ready to go for next year, and they're not going to expire. All our keychains and stuff from Halloween and Christmas. So,
Good example.
I mean, I can reuse all that stuff, and it never expires. But yeah, diet sucks. I'm not happy with diet soda, because luckily we drink it here, so it's fine. We'll drink it.
I know
but-
you say you have to have it, but you don't have to have it. I don't put it in most of my machines.
Well, at the new place, we have to have it because we have no choice. At the health place, we have to
So
have
so
it.
do the zero sugar sodas instead.
Okay.
Like Coke,
Do they
Coke
last
Zero, Sprite
longer?
Zero. I think they do last a little longer. I haven't looked
Thank
at
you for that advice.
a diet soda expiration date in a long time, because I haven't used those in a couple of years now. So, but try the zero sugar ones. They seem to sell better.
It's really weird too, and like we've noticed that Diet Coke is not as popular as Diet Pepsi anymore. Which Diet Coke was always like the staple for our machines and stuff, and now Diet Pepsi's just crushing it, and I don't know what happened.
So now try
I
Coke
bet it's
Zero.
Zero. Zero's way more popular.
Try
Is
Coke
it?
Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
I
tell
I do
love
that.
the chill
I do
one.
that at the secret location, and it does pretty well.
The secret. That's like
The secret. I love the secret.
I got
can't
so
say
close
that-
to pulling my camera out today. I was like,
I can't say the name of it, so I gotta
Yeah.
say the secret location.
no, I knew better. I don't want to get us in trouble.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's definitely it's a great location, and we're very happy to have it. But it is, we found out, and I don't know if I talked to you about it or not, Matt, but I was telling David the other day about it, is that when we had that new machine delivered from Pepsi to the new location, Pepsi's getting out of the vending game.
Yes,
So
yes, they are.
everywhere, I guess. And so they're getting rid of all their machines and their locations. And so we may end up adding, like, the drink ones are way better for us than the snack. Besides the diet, like I talked about, but like drinks last a lot longer and we have less waste in the drink side. So I'm hoping to expand a little bit, even though we're not super full line fans. But I mean, it is.
My
what
drink
it is.
machines do way better than any of my snack machines.
It's because everybody's sweating over in South Carolina.
Well, that's true. That's true.
We are too right now. I can't say much. It's 106 today.
Oh, it's so hot.
So 720 Vending has some full line advice. He's another one that is legit good at what he does, for sure.
Yeah, he says he took Coke Zero out of his machine, replaced it with root beer, sold out within 3 days. Yeah, I won't do zero sugar or diet sodas in any machines unless like a location specifically requires it or asks for it. And then I'm still like leery. I'm still leery.
So, but yeah.
I
really
actually had a soda machine inside a senior home. Diets worked really well there.
Yeah, something like that would be good.
Because a lot of them are diabetics, I'm sure.
I know. Yeah.
Like they have to. Like they don't have
for their dialysis, so they need to get their food.
Yeah. They have doctors like watching everything they eat, or like nurses watching everything they eat. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get caught.
You know, it's funny though. Like it's been like we've had 100-degree days here the last couple of days, but like, well, not the last couple of days. The last couple of days have actually been super comfortable. It's 74 degrees right now. It's actually pretty nice.
Man.
But on Sunday when I was doing my filming, it was 100 degrees. Like a couple times it hit 100. It was mainly like 98, 99, but.
And that's not counting humidity. That's just 100.
No, that's
plus.
just the temperature, right?
Oh.
It was hot. It was hot.
So
you'll
what
see
is
in an
that
upcoming
word?
video.
Oh man. I don't know. I feel so for you, and I feel for David too, because he's down there and it's 116, 115. You know, I mean, 106 is bad. You know, Jen's in nice, cool weather up in Oregon, but down here, man,
This is
it's
the
hot.
best time of year right now. I will bitch the rest of the year, but this time of year is the best time.
I live inside my house and I just keep the AC on. I try not to go out as much. I mean, it's fun to go to water parks and stuff, though. So that's good.
When I lived there, it was like air conditioning to car, which had air conditioning to, like we would run.
Yeah.
From building to building.
That's what you got to do. And that's why I really love this electric vehicle, man. I keep that thing. And then every day I wake up and it's fully charged. So it's like, we're good. Never have to go to the gas station, never get an oil change. Just it's been great. I've had a great experience with electric. So
nice.
Also on the bulk vending, look at the socks that I got.
Oh, gumball machine socks.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I'm wearing gumball machine socks right now too. But those are the newest addition to my collection.
Nice.
Those are super cute, dude. Oh my god, those are awesome.
They have a claw machine one right now too, but it's kind of ugly. It's a cat. It's a cat being picked up by a claw.
Hang in there, right? Remember those motivational posters? Hang in there.
Hang in there. Okay, who wants to do the giveaway?
I've done it twice.
I can do it this time.
Okay, David's up. Ready?
David, you're up.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, we're okay. All right, guys, if you haven't already done so, make sure you join the Discord and sign up for this giveaway that we're going to be having, hosted by Xtreme Vending, Galaxy Games 843, Quick Play, and the Howard Hospitality Group. We are giving away through CanyonMachines.com a 31-inch Claw Crazy machine. Basically, this machine is what I use in my arcade. It is so stylish. I love this style machine. I actually, if I ever do large claw machines again, if I ever do a big order outside my claw machine, my arcade, this is a style of machine that I'm going to be ordering from now on. These things are so cool. There is there's no metal or any kind. It's like a glass frame all the way around, and so you can see in 270 degrees. I guess the backside is not glass, but it's a really stylish machine, and so many people love that type of machine. You're going to have a crazy amount of sales in a location if you can find this in a location if you win this. Anyways, this claw machine, like I said, is being presented by CanyonMachines.com. You have the play till you win option. You have different modes that Canyon Machines offers. You can get yourself a NIAX reader on there. They are pretty much prepped for NIAX. It has a cutout for that. This machine can be won for you by going onto this Discord and clicking on that little rocket ship that we showed you earlier in this giveaway channel, and you just sign up for it, and we'll draw a random winner. So make sure you guys do participate in this giveaway. Trust me, you'll love this machine once you get that. If you're the winner and you get this machine in, oh, it's going to be so great. So do that and take the time to do it, because I can't sign up for this giveaway at all. So
So get signed up, guys.
The ending was perfect. That's awesome.
yeah, well, it's true. I can't sign up for it, so it's always we always do these giveaways, and it's just like, oh gosh, another machine that I just can't get. I mean, fortunately, I have the Kenichi clause. I know what these machines are like, and I absolutely love them. Like I can't stress enough how much I love this machine. And I think about my old machines that I have, the Lucky Star 2. I'm ready to get rid of all those Lucky Star 2s and just throw those in there, in my locations and stuff, because they're such good machines.
Good, they are.
Oh, another air horn. That means we have a super chat. This one coming from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More. It's a $2 super chat. His temperature was 81 degrees today in Texas.
Man, that's a deal. $2
But
gas.
is it
80
humid over there?
degrees. I thought it was hot in Texas.
So it sounds like what Jonathan is just realizing is that maybe he shouldn't live in California.
Not up here. I would not have in this area. No, for sure. Like the valley up here is super hot in Northern California. It sucks. But down like Santa Barbara, San Diego, sure. Or way north up near Oregon, maybe, but not, or even up in the hills at one of the lakes or something would be super sweet, but not where we live. It's just dry and hot. So, David, question for you, sir.
From Albert wants to know, David, how much do you charge at your arcade? Is that something you can share?
Yeah, I think that's doable. So I was actually going to stick with the dollar charges, and I was told by so many different sources, no, you don't charge $1 a play at the arcade. You charge more. So obviously there's the point system. So you're not really charging someone a set amount. They can buy more points. As they put a $100 bill in there, they'll get the maximum amount of value for their game cards. But if you were to set it at the base price, the cheapest game I have is $1.50 a play. The most expensive machine is $2.50 a play. And I've been told you can go as much as $3, but I thought that was really extreme. Hey, extreme. But anyway, so I go from $150 to $250 right now a play.
Oh, man, you're the best. Okay. So what kind of root beer do you put in your machines, Matt? We got lots of questions about root beer.
A&W root beer.
So you being old like me, did you guys have the A&W root beer restaurants when you were
Heck
growing
yeah,
up?
we did.
We still
Ours
have
was awesome
them.
too.
You still have them? Oh, we don't have them down
No,
here anymore.
ours closed too. But like in my hometown, A&W was awesome. And it was right around the corner from one of my old offices too. But like what was cool is on the weekends they would do like classic car cruises.
Yes.
So it was always like the place to be on the weekends.
So
Well,
ours
is with a KFC, and so the KFC used to have a
Yes.
lunch buffet.
Mhm.
So it was like the place to be.
So when I was growing up, ours was the actual real, like you drove up and they had
Yeah, the drive-in.
ordered-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with
Oh,
the girls
we
on the
still
roller.
have one of those.
Oh my God, it was awesome.
That's
The
how
girls
ours
had
was, too.
roller skates, and they'd roll up to your car and they take your order. And then inside, it was actually the first restaurant in town to ever have an arcade game, and it was a Pac-Man, the sit-down
Nice.
Pac-Man that you play.
Cocktail, yeah.
The cocktail table Pac-Man was the first ever, and along the back wall behind the counter, there was like a wall behind there, and everybody in town had their own mug with their name on it. And it was on this giant wall. And so you go in there and you're like, that's my mug right there. And they'd fill it up and it'd be like, and then it'd have the foam that came over the top, and you'd get your root beer or your root beer floats. And it was never, and I mean, it's never tasted the same to me as that, because it was out of the draft, and it was just so good. But it was neat because everybody felt special because they had their own mug. So if you ever do a restaurant like that, like bring that back. That's super special when you have it. So, and then when they closed, everybody got their mug. So they let everybody come in and grab their mug and keep it when they closed the restaurant, which I thought was
That's
pretty
cool.
cool.
That's cool.
So,
Ours
Yeah.
also had like an
I agree with-
indoor
yeah,
fireplace. It was
Pokemon Bowls.
awesome.
ooh,
Cheese curds.
Yes.
nice. Let's see.
Yeah, Jonathan Weber says, the next NBVA, go to Boulder City, visit the Hoover Dam, and hit the A&W restaurant for house-made root beer and play the claw machines there.
Ooh, that's a great idea. I wonder how far away we should do that. That should be like next year. We should all go do that. That'd be fun.
Are they that guy's claw machines?
Yeah, is that your location by chance?
That was my first thought. Was
Yeah. Is that a shameless plug? Even if it is, good for you, man. Like that's awesome. Like if you have those in the A&W like that, like heck yeah.
And right, it looks like 720 actually visited it on the way back from the NBVA 2024 show. He says it was so good. That's cool.
Yeah, 45 minutes is not bad. And David brings his car. So hey, we'll just all hop in with David.
Could all pile in the bed of the truck.
You're right.
He says no, it's not his location.
Oh.
But still cool. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Let's see. So yeah, that was the root beer stuff. So in ours, we have A&W also. And we did Barks for a little while, but it didn't do that well. And when I was a kid, Barks was like a lot of kids like that. You know, when I was older, like in high school.
Yeah. For a while, when I was doing more cans, I was doing mug root beer because it was actually part of like the Pepsi sales. So when Pepsi was on sale, mug was on sale as well. So I was using that for the longest time. And then when the pandemic hit, and like I started seeing less and less of certain sodas in aluminum cans anymore. Do you remember that?
Yep. 100%.
You could get like less options. You could only get like the big ones.
Oh, we know because we ran cans and we were
yeah. So like I couldn't find mug anywhere, so that's when I switched over to A&W.
So yeah, I'm on a diet and I can't have sugar, but I loved the A&W root beer, so I always got those for me. So now I drink the diet, but yeah.
Okay, all right.
So there's one guy that we have the full line at one of our dealerships, and the guy is diabetic and he can only have diet. So he likes the Diet Dr. Pepper, the Diet Root Beer. He says tastes really good, and the Diet Orange he said is good too. So he asked for Diet Sunkissed.
So see, you should have him try Dr. Pepper Zero and see if he likes that better. Because I seriously think the dates are longer on those.
Can you do Diet Mystery and just like get a mystery
like a roulette?
Yeah. There was this news article or a story, whatever,
in Seattle
TV. Yeah, did you hear about the roulette soda machine? Like it was just completely random, and people just go over there and they buy whatever soda just to see what they get.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I do. So when I go to the drive-through coffee place and get an energy drink, I tell them all the time, I'm like, you feeling like a mystery flavor? And if they're like, yeah, I'm like, okay, that's what I want. And so like sometimes people like the not having to choose kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess you could put like little covers over them, like slide a cover onto each one and not show what it is. Just put diet on it. And
or
regular.
Just have a button that says mystery, like David's saying. Like
so take a look at this. This is what David's talking about. This was like had like I don't know, like an urban legend, so to speak. This was a soda vending machine in Seattle, Washington. It was only labeled mystery, and you never knew what you were going to get. Like they would stock it, and like people would come from miles around to come, see this machine and buy sodas from this machine because it was also rumored that you could get like all kinds of sodas that like you couldn't buy locally, or like, exotic sodas, or like, Fantas from other countries, or Mountain Dews that weren't in your area, just like crazy things like that. So it was like a thing. And there's a ton of YouTube videos about this machine, but sadly, I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh,
I don't know, anyone out there in Seattle or close to Seattle that can confirm that for us?
I'm going in a week.
There's all kinds of stuff but it got graffitied up. But it was just an old soda machine, literally on the side of the road, like craziness. But like here were some of the things people got out of the machine. So let's see, is there a better picture? So like look at these sodas. Like these are the kind of things you cannot find, or like just not regular stuff, like some different A&Ws, different code reds, or just craziness. These were the kind of things that they would buy, and they would come out of the machine. Just these different sodas that you would never expect. Yeah, Albert
Yeah,
says,
some people go crazy for those weird flavors.
yeah.
This lady that helps me, she's obsessed with this like cranberry Mountain Dew or something like that. And it's like Mary Cherry and then Mary, I don't know. But every time she goes to Walmart, she looks to see if they have these weird flavors of Mountain Dew.
Well,
So
if you
some people
know,
get really into
if
it. She's a part of a Facebook group about weird Mountain Dew flavors.
I'm in those same Facebook groups. I love I love weird Mountain Dews too. So if you get the actual name, I could probably get whatever you need.
Oh, okay. I will definitely hit you up.
FYI. But yeah, so there's so many blog stories about this mystery soda vending machine. It was out of Seattle. I'm pretty sure it's not there anymore though. It was in the Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle, but yeah, it was like I said, there's all kinds of like people that have done videos going to it and just seeing what they get from it from buying sodas. And I think everything was at 75 cents at the time. Don't know what
idea.
something like that would be priced at today, but I mean, could you imagine how popular that would be? I think that'd be pretty cool.
Very cool. Huh. All right.
My little Deku dog came in and surprised me and said hello, and then he ran when I went.
He didn't want to be on camera.
Yeah, he's funny. He comes and says hello, and then he just like wants to play.
Delwigs, he gives a couple flavors he likes.
Delwig says Dr. Pepper Cream Soda Zero is great.
I haven't tried that one. I've tried Diet Cream Soda and it was very good, but I think it was A&W or something else.
Mm-hmm.
And
Also,
Pepsi Zero.
Pepsi Zero Wild Cherry. All right, that's good to know.
Oh, my dad loves that one.
Really?
Mm.
I've never tried the zero ones.
I think I've tried that one once.
We've tried them all. We have a beverage fridge, and we get any kind of zero there is. I hate cherry though, so I don't do it.
How do you hate cherry?
I love cherries. We have fresh cherries because it's cherry season, but I hate flavoring cherry. Ugh. And watermelon. Ugh.
So you don't like grenadine either? Do you like grenadine?
I do like grenadine.
Because most people that don't like cherry flavor don't like grenadine either for some reason. It's weird. I don't know.
Elite Claw Amusement says Shasta, Black Cherry, and Tiki Punch are the favorites there.
Did you say Shasta?
Shasta.
It's Shasta.
Shasta.
Yeah.
Like
Growing up, my parents always used to get the 12 packs of Shasta drinks because they were so cheap, and we get the Tiki Punch was one of my all-time favorites. I love that one. That one's really good. The kids like it too. So Nicole says hi.
Oh, hey, Nicole's here.
Hey, Nicole. Hey.
Saying hi to Xtreme Vending. I think there
you.
was another one too, saying hi to the rest of everyone else.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Oh, I
she said
missed
hi.
that one.
Lolly says the Zero is the best.
Aw. Yeah, I feel really dumb. I've never tried zero soda before, but I don't know why. I just never have.
I think someday it'll probably overtake Diet, and you won't be buying Diet anymore because I think Diet is also like one of those like kind of words that people don't want to say, so they'll just say, "Give me a Coke Zero" or something like that, rather than a Diet Coke. But whatever.
Just making sure we didn't miss anything here.
Yeah, it's kind of slowing down at the end of the stream tonight, right? The
Yeah,
comments are
but it's
slowing
still
down.
almost the same amount of people though. But we need more comments.
Yeah,
The
guys,
answer to
we've got about
Go ahead.
15 minutes left, roughly. So if you want to throw any comments or questions into the stream, let us know. We can, if you want a topic of conversation, drop it in the comments, guys. Waco says, "Did you know that Red Lobster is going out of business?" I don't think that's confirmed yet.
Well, I got to tell you, so we were working on a Red Lobster location for almost 8 or 9 months, and we were told that we should be going in there this summer, that they were redoing the front of the store or whatever, and that they wanted to put our machine in there. And then about 2.5 weeks ago, I think maybe 3 weeks ago, they just closed the doors. They didn't tell any of the staff. When the staff went to go to work that day, and the doors were locked. And they
Whoa.
closed. And they just let everybody go. And they didn't tell anybody and didn't return phone calls, nothing.
Yeah.
They just let everybody go.
I read an article that there's some issue with real estate and leasing increases with some parent company that bought out the company that owns all the buildings or something like that. So I think that's what it all stems from. But yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Brawlicon's got a question for Jen Venz. Says, do you have prize lockers on your claw machines, and what are your thoughts on prize lockers?
I'm a big fan. I have prize lockers on all of my minis except for 3 that I'm still trying to get from Andy. I like them. I think that they do add, and I like to change up the prizes quite a bit. So yeah, definitely get prize lockers.
Anything you can do to attract
opinion.
people.
What?
Anything you can do to, I was gonna say anything you can do to attract people to your machine.
Yeah.
Legally attract.
Right.
Correct.
Legally attract. Correct.
Know your laws in your state.
Yeah.
Because some places you can't have over like a $5 item or just know your laws.
Totally.
Don't use money.
This one I do not know the answer to, but Brawlicon wants to know for everyone on the panel, is it true that NEN got purchased by a Japanese company?
100%.
They did?
100% true.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So my neighbor, who's 2 doors down, is the one that works for NEN that does all the maintenance and stuff here in Northern California and Southern California. Just told me, he's like, so yeah, we just got bought out. Like this was like 2 or 3 days ago. And I'm like, why? He goes, yeah, some Japanese company just bought us out. And he's like, we just found out. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. He goes, but I think I still have a job, but that's what I heard. So
I mean, they've been bought out by a lot of companies.
Yeah. So that is true. So what they're going to do or what they're going to change, I have no idea. He's planning on moving to Oregon anyways, which I'm going to give him Jen's number, because if you need something fixed when it comes to those, you know, any kind of arcade or whatever machines, like he's your man. So just to
keep. Is he going to still work for NEN?
Nope. He's going to look for something else. And so he'll be I'm sure he'll be moonlighting, doing some of his own, you know, if you need him for something, he could probably come and fix something for you and pay him a little bit of money. But he's really cool British guy, super nice.
He's in charge of the warehouse there.
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
Yeah. Okay, I've met him before.
His name is Dax.
Is it Glitter Bear?
No.
It's not Glitter Bear?
No, he's Scottish. This guy's English.
Yeah, so my dad picked up machines one time from him.
Probably. Super funny guy. Yeah, I mean, very dry, very dry. But his sense of humor is pretty funny. But I was going to give him your number anyways, just so you guys can touch base, because he's got a girlfriend up there and he's moving up to Oregon. And he's like, I can't stand the heat anymore. And I said, I don't blame you, man. So he's moving anyways. But those people, like we talked about, are hard to find. You know, I don't know how many times he got me a key to one machine. He's helped me fix another thing. I mean, like, they just know their stuff. And companies like NEN just don't care about those people anymore. And it's really sad, because then they're going to have a bunch of machines that are all broken, that don't work, and they just don't want to take care of their people. So it's a real bummer. So,
well, the people in my area are pretty awesome, and they enjoy
working there.
Yeah.
Well, he is kind of in charge. He's like a manager where he oversees online and the warehouse and a bunch of other stuff, but they don't have a position for him up there, so he can't do it. Yeah. So let me see, where was I? Going back to my comments. So we did that comment, we did that one. So PA Pokemon Pool is having dinner.
Eating ramen like the rich folk.
So I guess all over Amelia's TikTok now is because it's summer and she's home, and Natalie buys her those big old boxes of the top ramen, that she has here at the house, and she makes it. And she's got those TikToks where like how you can make like ramen all different ways, with adding stuff. And so she's all into this. She's on a ramen kick right now too.
I must be on the wrong TikToks, because the only TikToks I see involving ramen are them like using it to fill like holes in tables and stuff like that, like crazy stuff. I'm sure it's not true, but like
right.
Yeah, they use it for like body filler on cars and stuff. Like, I don't know.
So do you get the ones in the bowls?
No, we get the square ones, like the
bricks?
top ramen.
Oh, like the top ramen.
Yeah, we got her a couple of the bowl ones, but one was too spicy, and then the other one she didn't like the flavor of, and she's like, I just like the normal square ones. We're like, okay, so she gets her beef one time and chicken another time.
The question is, does she break it up? Or does she keep the noodles all together?
No, so I taught her the correct way to make ramen that I learned in college, which was you boil it, you put the water and then you boil it, and then you pour out almost all the water from the ramen into the sink, and you only have enough that it covers just the top of the ramen in the bowl, and then you put your pouch in. And well, actually put your pouch in first, then pour the ramen onto it. And so when you get it and it's all soaks in, like there's so much flavor in the water. Like that's the best way. You don't want a bunch of water in your ramen. Like you want
Right.
just
I take all the water out.
Yeah. Oh, that's even better. But yeah, so she's really good at ramen now. That's her favorite thing. So we missed
Ever put a slice of cheese in it?
Ooh, I'll
No
tell her.
flavoring. Do a slice.
She's on this ramen kick, so yeah, I'll tell her.
You guys, I already had dinner, but now I'm hungry.
I know, I love ramen.
What?
All right, 720 Vending says, got told on Monday I have to remove my other soda machine from my park by the 23rd.
Oh,
That's no good.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry,
That's
man.
awful. That's the reason why I like the claw machines. If I have to remove a machine, at least I can handle it.
Yeah.
Soda
That's true.
machines are
That's
so
true.
heavy.
I have to remove a machine.
Sorry to hear that, my friend. Oh, you have to
Yes.
do?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Pokemon Pole says, his ramen he's having with Anime Frank's Red Hot.
Anime Frank's Red Hot.
Does Anime Frank make his own sauce or something?
No, that's his joke. Because I just say because it's Frank's Red Hot. I think he's just making a joke. Yeah.
That makes more sense. Which
Yeah.
I do love. I do love some Franks. I put that on everything.
I love it too.
Question for Xtreme from Waco: have you got
actually-
a car wash anytime soon?
I have a membership, and I was going to go today and get a car wash. However, I had a machine in the back of the truck. Even though it's enclosed and I got the cover, I didn't want to risk any leakage and getting on my
I don't
machine.
blame you. Yeah,
So I opted not to do the car wash today, and I was just like, I almost pulled in there, but I was like, it better not. That's a lot of equipment to risk. So yeah, super chat.
All right, super chat from Frosty Arcades, $1.99 super chat
Thank
says,
you.
"Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday to you, Frosty. Thanks for the
Yeah,
super
happy
chat."
Wednesday.
So
Wednesday.
Yay! You remember those Geico commercial? Humpback.
Guess what
and
day
hump
it is?
Wednesday.
We need 720 on here so we can say Mike.
I think I'll skip that one. I'll just do this one.
All right, this one from Bam Rinden says, "God, just got my Gamer Mini and Gamer Quest from Rainy, and they are amazing. Only issue is the Quest Claw is too small."
You can get the if you think it's too small, Rainy can send you a adjustment size. It's really easy to switch out. You just unscrew like 3 little screws. It drops the claw, and then you just throw the other attachment in there. So easy fix. I go with the small one personally. It's like a 5-inch claw or something like that, or 4 or 5-inch claw, slightly bigger than the Mega Mini. That's the one I went with. But if you want a bigger claw, you can go with the bigger claw. So just contact Rainy, let her know you want a slightly bigger one, and she'll send it out.
And Bam
There you
Rinden,
go.
I'd order some extra parts also while you're at it, just to have on hand. So you can order that claw. I'd order an extra one. So if you like the big claw, order an extra big claw. Order a power supply. Order a board. Order everything.
Have a power supply on hand. You'll see that in an upcoming video.
I'm glad you
order-
reminded me on that.
Yeah, order
Well-
another DBA, order an extra coin Mac, order an extra gantry. Have all those parts on hand because there's nothing better. Jen and I were talking about this on the phone today. Is that nothing better than you go in a busy location and you just take a couple screws out and pop in a new part and then just take it home and fool with it later. Like, don't waste your time like in a busy spot like trying to fix a machine. Like that's the worst. It's always dark.
Yeah.
You don't have the right tools. Like it's
I didn't
horrible.
even think about bill acceptors. I should have got
Yeah.
some extra ones of those.
Yeah,
You
bill
know,
acceptors for sure.
That's one thing I like about the EV is I have that big old frunk in the front where I can put all my tools. But I always bring parts with me. I always have like a spare of everything. So because you never know when there's going to be that moment where you have to replace something. And usually that never happens. But when you have a big route, eventually it will happen. And I've had to do several repairs. And one thing I want to point out, I don't really talk about it too much, but we were talking, I'm sure you talked to Jen, you were talking about this. But if you're ordering overseas, you are the importer. You are the middleman. There's no middleman, right? So you're getting rid of the middleman. You're saving lots of money, but you should also order extra parts at all times because there's no one else to turn to. And it's not like you can't order from Rainy and get them in. It's just it takes like to fly them out. It takes like a week, so you
Yeah.
want to have those parts right away.
Yeah, 7 to 10 days depending on when you order it, and versus having those extra parts on hands is awesome. And so
And they're so cheap. The parts are really cheap. They're not
well,
that
and
expensive.
here's the random thing. So like I was on the phone with Matt yesterday because we have this arcade game that I was trying to figure out how to wire the coin door.
Which
I was
time?
like, right. What was that?
I said, which time? Which time?
Which time? Yeah, I called you
Which
like
time
10
when
times.
we were on the phone?
I'm sorry, but yeah. So then we were going through, and it's got this thing called a JAMA harness, which I didn't even know what that was. Come to find out, there's actually a CoinMech plug on it, and of course, we've got extra parts here. So I went out to the garage, and in a brand new box is a brand new CoinMech, and I brought it inside, plugged it right in, and it turned on. So we knew exactly how to wire it at that point. And so having parts on hand for all different kinds of things, I mean, like it's always nice because when we go to a location, I can't tell you how many times people jam. Like we get a lot of quarters, or not quarters, but change from Mexico, and we've gotten Canadian ones too, and they jam it up, and you can't get it out. Like you'll be there and with the door open trying to pop the plastic parts off, and a lot of times you'll break the coin mech just trying to get the panels off it. So 4 nuts, take it off, put the thing on, put the nuts back on, and go home, and then just play with it while you're watching TV, and just get the change out, and then have it ready for next time. Way easier, and you don't look like you're fixing your machine all the time either, which is kind of embarrassing. So, anyways, yeah, parts are awesome. Always good idea. So we're almost out of time. 5 minutes left. More questions, guys. Throw them now because we're running out of time. So if you have anything else, let us know. Let's see if I
Well,
missed
on that
anything.
same topic, make sure you have all the types of machines that you have on your route. So whether it be bulk, so if you have Eagle and Northwestern, make sure you have a full machine in your vehicle so that you don't have to make a trip back and forth with extra parts. Because I mean, it's gonna happen that someone messes with something and breaks a flap or breaks a chute or takes the knob off your mech. So just making sure that you have all those things too.
Our issues, we've been having a lot of issues with the new Macs that are out there, and so I don't know how we've got 4 that are jammed right now, and we'll unjam them, and then come back next week and they're jammed up again. So have new coin mechs, are big ones for us that we have to have, but it just seems like they're tough now. They're not like the old school mechs, even though they're still metal, they just seem to jam nowadays. I don't know what it is. So we've been having issues with that. I don't know about you guys, but they're the dollar ones, so that may be part
Well,
of the
that
issue.
can happen if they put 2 quarters on one side and 1 quarter on the other, and then start turning it, and then it gets stuck. The dog in there is not going to let it pass.
Question for David.
This question is from Bam Rendon. Said, is there any way to put the Gamer Mini back to back? The issue is the power supply sticks out from the back.
I thought about doing that once, and I ran into that same problem. You could possibly, I don't know. That would be interesting to have Rainy do a redesign in some way, so you could do that. But as of right now, you can't. Like I know that the Super Mini, you have the little tiny lip, right, the little hole in the side where you can run the cable. But then you would have the problem. The problem with the Super Mini, they only had it on one side. So if you have it back to back, you're gonna have 2 cables going out from different sides.
The opposite directions.
Yeah, opposite directions. So, but like that's actually really cool. I don't think you could do it back to back. I have gotten like a plug and try to make it more flat before. You might be able to do that, but no, I don't. You would have a little gap in between, I would think. So.
Yeah. Unless you're good with metal and you have a way to, somehow make it come out the side or something different. But yeah, I wouldn't want to cut holes. It just doesn't seem like it'd be worth it. Side by side is great.
You could leave a gap, put something at the top, like mount them to like a piece of wood or something so that there is a little bit of gap. You could put a piece of wood at the bottom too, or metal, so that there is a little separation for the cord, and then the cords could just feed down. And you could put something along the side so that it looks like one piece.
100%. You know where you go to Home Depot or Lowe's and go to like their fencing section, and they've got like pieces of metal that are like every single direction. They also have the U-shaped ones that you could put like between the two of them just to give you enough space, or even like a like a what do you call it, like a like an actual square tubing that you
Yeah.
could put there and drill holes in it and then mount them back to back. That's a great idea, Jen. There's a lot of cool brackets and stuff that are like at Home Depot. I bet if you went and spent a little time there, you could probably find something kind of cool that would work.
Or
Metal's
even-
better.
Or even with the prize locker, you could probably put something across underneath them and drill down into it to have the prize locker sit across something that's gonna be a metal plate up there.
I love you, man. You're the best. Like your brain, man. It's so great. Like, and it's so cool that you've been doing this so long, and immediately you had to fix. And it's the same with like when Matt had that problem trying to get machines or pick up machines, and all of us were like, "Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that." We give him a bunch of ideas, but your brain's awesome when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's very cool. David's got the numbers, and you got the amazing like skills of like putting stuff together, like helping me with my stand. Very cool. You guys are awesome.
And Matt has the radio voice and
Right.
awkwardness
He's got the
and
marketing skills.
the personality to do videos.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I just like hanging out with cool people. That's my. That's why I'm here. 'Cause I like to hang out where the cool kids are, for sure.
Good
So
stuff.
actually, we're at time, guys.
We are at time. So, guys, thanks so much for joining us week after week. We appreciate you coming back, hanging out with us, for the comments, for the chats, for the super chats, for the questions. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next week.